All over the world are dressed out, and yet only one man is ready to start. He played with Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves with a career that started with the Indiana Pacers and earned the NBA Head Coach of the Year with the Toronto Raptors. You hear him on Sirius XM Radio and saw him on NBA TV. And now, get the buzzer ready. Start the clocks. Blow the whistle. Right now, it's time for former NBA head coach In the Game.
Welcome to In the Game. I'm your host, Sam Mitchell. Welcome to In the Game. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, every Monday at 1 o'clock, the raw side of things with Sir Bam Bam, giving you an interesting look on today. And there is some news going on in today, every day, that he has to talk, put into context, and make us laugh about it. You're joining us today. Listen, now that we're going to get right into the show, I'm joined today with my, what are you, my board ops guy? What should we call you other than dumbass? I'm sorry, other than, somebody who named Naughty. I get stuck with that every week. So
if this was Pecan the brain, I would be the brain.
Okay.
I'm everything. I'm the producer.
Okay.
I'm the creator. I'm the co-host / everything.
Basically the bomb of the show. Okay. All right. All those little things that he's talking about, nothing but.
And let me say this about the raw side of things. Monday, we will have Bruh Man from the 4th floor.
Bruh Man, yeah.
He's climbing through the window, and he's gonna be on the raw side of things. So y'all just definitely stay tuned for that.
I can't. First of all, I'm ecstatic that you got Bruh Man on the show. And now, Bruh Man a sports fan?
I'm not sure.
Find out.
I'm gonna find out.
If he's a sports fan, we gotta have Bruh Man on the show.
Right. I'll definitely make sure I find that out.
Absolutely. Find out if Bruh Man is a sports fan. But now that we got some talk, there's some news. As we know, the NBA training camps are fast approaching.
Right.
And we're getting ready for B-ball season. And the Lakers gave us a little bit of news on the front. They signed J.J. Redick to a contract extension.
Right. That's correct.
And, J.J.'s a good coach, but he ain't won anything.
Right.
As a matter of fact, last year, people picked the Lakers to go deep into the playoffs, and I'm one of the few people that picked Minnesota to give them a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, but you're a Minnesota guy. So.
No, it had nothing to do with Minnesota. Let me tell you why. I'm going to explain again.
All right.
Okay. I'm a coach. I look at the teams. I don't just look at who's going to score, but also one thing that the average fan does not understand. What are the other guys doing that needs the basketball when they don't have the ball offensively? Are they cutting? Are they setting screens? Are they opening things up for their teammates? No. They stand over there with their hand on the hip because they don't have the ball. Their whole identity is who I am when I have the basketball. Right? So what is LeBron and I forget his name all the time.
Who, Luka?
Not Luka. Come on, can't be Luka. The other guy. Third best
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves. Okay. What are they doing to make their team better offensively when they don't have the ball? Other than stand. Nothing. LeBron ain't making hard cuts. Austin Reeves not making hard cuts. They're not setting devastating screens to get anybody open.
Right.
They're just standing. Right? And so when they get the ball, when Austin Reeves have the ball, what does LeBron and Luka do? Stand. When LeBron got the ball, what does Luka and Austin Reeves do? Stand. You cannot win NBA championships when 3 of your players got to dominate the ball. Their whole identity is having the ball. What do they do when they don't have the ball? And then on the other side, defensively, where would you put Austin Reeves defensively? Good, bad, or poor?
Bad.
Okay. Where would you put LeBron? Good, bad, or poor? I say Austin Reeves, poor defender.
Okay. Yeah. Because LeBron is better than Austin Reeves.
Yeah. I say LeBron's a bad defender.
Right.
I would put Luka as a poor defender.
I agree.
Okay, so how are you going to win when 60% of your starting lineup, who's going to play 42 minutes a game out of 48, how are you going to win when 3 out of 5 are bad to poor defenders? And not just that, they don't do the tough stuff. They don't do it getting in the grind and do the banging, taking charges, doing all the dirty, grimy work, getting deflections. No. So when I looked at the two teams, everybody like, oh, LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reed, they can all score 20 points a game. Yeah. But the other team got guys who can score 20 points. This is when it kills you, when your team are poor defenders, when your best players. When I have to look and choose and try to hunt for guys for them to guard on the other team, you can hide one.
Right.
You can't hide 2 or 3. That's why I didn't pick the Lakers to win. Next year, on paper, can the Lakers win games? Yeah. But when they get to the playoffs, I'm going to pick against them again. Why? Because 3 of their best players, their 3 best players offensively, are 3 of their worst defenders. And they don't do the other stuff. And then on offense, they're not. Look at Steph Curry, what he does when he don't have the ball. He's always constantly moving and cutting, which opens things up for other people. LeBron has never played like that in 20 years. Austin Reed is not going to play that way. It takes energy and commitment to play like that without the basketball. Now, it's easy to play with the ball. It's extremely difficult to play without it. That's why I don't pick the Lakers. And the Lakers signing J.J. Redick to a contract extension, that's a nothing burger to me. Why? What has he done? What has he won? The only things that he's done is what the Lakers have been expected to do.
Correct.
To win and make the playoffs. You ain't been to the Eastern Western Conference Finals. What have you done? Nothing. So to me, I look at this Laker team. Can they win regular season games? Absolutely. Would it shock me if they win 45, 48 games? No. But in the playoffs, because this is the difference now. This is what blows my mind. NBA teams show the utmost respect for their opponents in the regular season. Come playoff time, none. Go back 2 years when Chris Paul was on the floor and look at how they attacked Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, playoffs is a different animal.
Look at last year as Minnesota went deeper into the playoffs. What did the Timberwolves? They couldn't play Mike Conley.
Right.
Couldn't play him in the regular season. Why? Every play was designed to go at him.
Correct.
Whoever he was guarding, they put them into play. Same thing gonna happen with the Lakers, right? Every play gonna be Austin Reed, LeBron, and Luka.
Yeah.
Can't hide. So what the Lakers are doing, nothing burger to me. You're extending, you're giving a contract extension to a coach who ain't won anything, who ain't took you to a Western Conference Finals. And oh, by the way, was supposed to beat Minnesota. Everybody picked them to beat Minnesota.
Yeah.
And got beat 4-1.
Right.
A gentleman's sweep. So this is where I laugh. When you as an organization reward people for being mediocre, you're gonna get mediocre results.
Right. And that's all.
And I don't care what a coach says and all this stuff. Your word, your mouth ain't never won a basketball game.
Right.
Ain't never scared nobody. Like I look at football players and boxers. Run their mouth. Until that first punch is thrown, everybody game plan goes out the window. So I laugh at that stuff. And when I hear a coach stand up here, especially when I hear coaches, well, we're going to be tough. Really? Do you play?
Yeah. Right.
Are you going to inject your personality in this person's brain? Are you going to cut your heart out your chest and surgically replace that gutless guy that you're talking about is going to do? As a coach, that's what we try to do. We try to inspire people to play bigger and above who they are. But at the end of the day, I can't swap the brain and I can't give them heart.
Well, JJ faced criticism in the playoffs when he decided he was going to play Luka and LeBron, those guys, the whole 4th quarter, didn't go to the bench. And then I suppose that.
So you're rewarding all that. Now think about all the mistakes.
Was that a mistake? First, I'm just asking you as a coach.
What do you
tell
think?
the people? Of course,
Luka was out of shape last year.
Right.
Luka probably played 12 straight minutes in a playoff game at a 10th level.
Right.
LeBron can't do it at over 40.
I agree.
So again, Look at the mistakes that J.J. Redick are making. He's still making rookie coaches' mistakes.
Right.
And you're rewarding him for being mediocre. So all I'm saying is, Laker fans, don't get upset when you reward people for giving you mediocre results. Don't get upset when they give you those same mediocre results. That's all.
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm not saying JJ's not a good coach. He's a good coach. He's still young. He's still learning. But I do remember last year, okay, Darvin Ham, what was the expectations on him when he got fired as Laker coach? Hold up. Let's put this in comparison. Darvin Ham won the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Something that the league put a big onus on.
Right.
Darvin Ham won that. Darvin Ham teams made the playoffs.
Yes.
Darvin Ham got fired because they say he underachieved.
Right.
Explain to me how you overachieved when you were picked to beat the Timberwolves and you lose in 5 games.
You're correct.
So how do you get a contract extension? What did he do that Darvin Ham didn't do to get a contract extension? That's all I'm asking.
What did he do to get the job? I mean,
LeBron got
the
job
so
doing the podcast with LeBron. So again,
maybe Luka asked for him to get a contract extension. I don't know.
Dude, all I'm saying is, Laker fans, don't get mad when you get those same old mediocre results that you've gotten in the past. All I'm saying is, he's done nothing different. As a matter of fact, Darvin Ham actually won something. He won the play-in tournament.
Right.
Now,
the cup.
The cup.
The NBA
now,
cup.
Okay.
Right.
For the people in basketball who don't like the cup, like it or love it, it's still there.
It's something to win.
Somebody got to win.
If you're a competitor, you want to win everything, right?
There you go. And the NBA put an onus on this.
Right.
This means something.
Yes.
So I said this. You just killed the cup when you fired Darvin Ham. Why? If I'm a coach and I saw the guy that just won the cup get fired, am I going to go all in trying to win the cup? Or am I still going to be like, you know what? We better advance in the playoffs. Let me ask you a question. What's going to give you better job security? Winning the cup or getting to the second round of the NBA playoffs?
It appears to get into the second round of the NBA playoffs.
Well, then what has the NBA just
They diminished the cup.
There you go. They diminished their own product.
Right.
Not the team.
Right.
Darvin Ham went out and won. What the NBA should have did was call Rob Pelinka and the Lakers and say, look now, wait till next year if you're going to make a change. If you fire the guy that just won the cup don't mean nothing.
Right.
The cup don't mean anything.
You're correct.
0. If I'm going to fire the guy that wins the cup in the first year, then the cup means nothing. You just devalue your own product. Right. So don't get mad at the people when they watch this and they don't watch it or they don't put significance on it because the team that won the cup fired the coach because they say he underachieved. How do I underachieve when I just won something?
That's a good point.
There you go.
Now, J.J. Redick said he spent time with Sean McVay and Tom Brady this summer as he worked through his summer talk about coaching and being a better coach. As a head coach, can an NBA coach learn from an NFL coach, vice versa, Major League Baseball coach? Do y'all kind of talk to each other and figure out?
I don't. The two sports are totally different. I've been in the room in the NFL with Sean Payton and then Greg Williams, defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Totally different speech, bro. You got to understand, first of all, they play 17 games. We play 82. Like a baseball manager told me, when we lose a game in baseball, we got 162 of them. I can't go in and lose my mind. We got 161 more.
Right.
I'm not going to cuss them out after the first game. Duh.
Right.
We got 161 more games. NBA. What Kareem told Magic back in the day when Magic was a rookie and he hugged him when he made the shot. Kareem said, yo, Rook, we got 81 more of these in the playoffs. Right. You got to pace yourself, right? You can't come out the box too high. In the NFL, every week is crucial. You got to get your guys at the highest level because they only got 17 weeks to play.
Correct.
So you go on a 3-game losing streak in the NFL, think about, okay, We're getting ready to play the 4th game, and Baltimore and Kansas City are both 1-2. What have everybody talked about? It's a must-win game for both of them. Because 1-3, your chances of being a playoff team goes down to the 30% chance.
Yeah. Lower than that.
Lose 3 games in the NBA. We got 85 more.
Right.
Or 80-something more. Or
Right.
70-something more.
Right.
Dude, you can lose 3, 4, 5 games in the NBA and still win 60 games.
Right.
You lose 3 or 4 in a row in the NFL? No. That's almost a third of your games. So think about it. After tonight, after Sunday, the league and the NFL will have played a third of their games almost. A fourth of them.
Right.
They're a fourth of the way through the season.
Right. Long way to go. But you only got so many games. Oh, NBA, you only played 1%.
You're like, thank you.
Right.
So it's so look, I get JJ trying to gain knowledge, but this is who I would have called. I would have called Greg Popovich. Hold up. What about Phil Jackson, who coached for the Lakers?
He's right there.
He's right there. What about calling Phil Jackson?
Right.
Because there is dude, you can't come in and give a speech that NFL coaches give 17 times a year.
Right.
You can't come in and react after a loss. The NFL is different. They lose 1 or 2 games. It's panic time.
Yeah.
NBA, bruh. So JJ Redick, let's say the Lakers start off 0-3. Is the season over? No.
Just started. Right. You just started.
They got 79 more games.
Right.
Start 0-3 in the NFL. 0-3 teams in the NFL don't make the playoffs. So now you got to do something as a coach that nobody else has ever done, or a small percentage of people.
Right.
That's why another step. From what I understand in the NFL, the quarterback runs the team. The head coach runs the team, but the quarterback runs.
Exactly.
Somebody told me a story. Drew Brees was having one of his receivers was giving him a little lip. Drew Brees said, looked at him and told us, let me tell you something, fella. If I go talk to Sean, you're on the waiver wire tomorrow. You either run that route or do things the way I tell you to do, or they'll go to do it. So I asked the guy, this was an all-pro receiver. What happened? Receiver shut up and did what Drew Pro told him to do, because he understands. The quarterback runs it, period.
Right.
Not the quarterback.
The quarterback.
If the quarterback tells the head coach, I can't work with this receiver, bruh.
They're going to find somewhere else for him to be.
Because guess what the head coach going to say? Hey, man, this is my quarterback.
Right. I'm married to the quarterback. I'm not married to the wide receiver.
There you go.
Right.
If he say he can't throw you the ball or he can't get on the same page with you, you got to go. Period.
Right.
So it's a different dynamic. I understand it from the standpoint of coaching. Another thing, look at the fear you have over. See, this way you can get in trouble. This is why I don't like it for JJ Redick. NFL head coach got power. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't play with 17 games.
Right.
You messing up. Think about something. Derrick Henry done had 3 fumbles in 3 games. Derrick Henry may not get 20 carries next game. Derrick Henry may not get the ball in the crucial moment when we're trying to run the clock out.
Start thinking about it.
You done put that ball on the ground 3 times. NFL don't play, bro.
No.
NFL don't play. NFL don't care who you are. You show any signs of slippage in the NFL, they decrease your role.
Like you say, every week is crucial.
Look how we like, okay. So what you gonna do when somebody fly by Luka and Austin Reed, drive by him, fly by? What you gonna do? You gonna bench him?
Can't do that.
You can. But you got 82 games.
They just gave you a contract extension. I guess you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
But my question is, what are you going to do? You don't have the power.
Right.
Plus, contracts in the NFL are what? Non-guaranteed.
Correct.
Hello. You don't have the power that an NFL coach has. You may be my star player, but your contract non-guaranteed. We done gave you your money up front.
Right.
Now what? That's the difference.
Yeah.
So from a leadership, from a coaching, everything is different. Holding players accountable. Hey, man, after game 75, I mean, the 5th game of the season, I'm not going in and tear my team a new you-know-what.
Right.
Just not. It's too early. Wayne Emery said this to me one time. He said, Sam, as an NBA coach, you got so many bullets and you ain't got 6. Every time you fire one, you don't get to reload, put one back in the chamber to replace it. You can't go back down the road. Okay, let me tell you a story. We went on the West Coast trip. Lakers, Phoenix, Clippers, Houston, tough trip. We get mollywopped. We look like we don't even know how to play basketball on that trip. We come home the next morning, that morning after the last game. We land at 1 o'clock in Toronto. Before players got off the plane, I look at my watch and say, everybody on the floor, 2:30 tape, ready to go. And we just flew in from a West Coast trip. Everybody be ready to go. You never practice when you land coming from a West Coast trip. I call practice. Had a hard, and I mean, not just practice, 2.5 hour gut check practice. Because I told them, we didn't play hard on this road trip. I'm going to find out, do y'all remember how to play hard? And guess what? Based on this practice, that's who's going to play the next game. Because I'm not watching this shit no more. Okay? But what Wayne Emery told me, Coach, I agree with everything you did. But remember, that's your bullet.
Right.
You can't go down that road no more.
Right.
You see my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't go down that road no more. What do? You can, when you got 17 games, bruh, and the players are, and it's another thing, NFL players are wired that way. They understand you only got 17 games. NBA players, coach tripping. Why you say that? Man, we game 4 into it, and he going off like that. Man, we got 7 to 8 more games.
Right.
Will somebody please tell him?
Yeah.
There go the difference.
Right. And a lot of times,
and especially I'm disappointed when you got Phil Jackson, who coached in the organization and won championships.
Yeah. And he's at
so
your
why
disposal.
would you not call him?
Right.
And dated the owner.
Right. Doc Rivers, another one of the guys he played for. I'm pretty.
Nah, he can't call Doc.
He can't call. Okay.
No, after them comments he made about that, you want to pull up them comments back in the day JJ said about Doc and the excuses?
Yeah.
When he was an analyst on ESPN.
I guess that goes to burning bridges.
He can't, hey man. He can't call Doc. Patrick Beverly even came back and said, JJ, do you not know this is the only coach in the NBA at the time? There are no 6'2" guards in the NBA.
Right. They gave him $23 million.
Doc Rivers played you at the 2 because you couldn't play 1.
Right. Yeah.
So he can't call Doc the way he went in on Doc. Look, we heard that music. We got to pay a few bills. But listen, we're going to come back. We're going to got a little bit more basketball news, and then we're going to jump and segue over to the NFL. You're listening to End the Game. I'm your host, Sam Mitchell. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back with more stuff.
Sports fans of Real Talk and Hoops Insight, stay in the game with NBA legend Sam Mitchell. Now you can show your love for the In the Game podcast with exclusive merch from the In the Game online store. Coffee cups, caps, grab bold t-shirts, cozy hoodies, sleek thermal drinking cups, and more. It's all with that signature Sam Mitchell swagger. Visit InTheGameStore.com today and get in the game with Sam Mitchell, because it's more than a show. It's a lifestyle on the In the Game Network. And we're back on the In the Game Network with Coach Sam Mitchell.
Welcome back. In the Game Network. I'm your host, Sam Mitchell. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Raw side of thing with Sir Bam Bam. Getting back, now, Nada, you said during the break you had a question to ask me, and I'm going to say it. The question was, Rob Pelinka, the Lakers general manager, he made a statement about LeBron.
Yeah. So he was saying that he would love it if LeBron would retire as a Laker, adding that it's important to give LeBron absolute respect to choose his story.
Wow. You know why I'm laughing, people? Everyone knew that transition from LeBron's team to Luka's team was coming, right?
Right.
When Luka had dinner with Rob Pelinka and JJ Redick, was LeBron there?
He wasn't invited.
Okay. So when LeBron opted in, let me ask you a question. Okay, let me back up. Did James Harden have to opt into his contract, or did the Clippers, basically what the Clippers have looked like they told James Harden? Every year when you come to just 1 year left on your deal, as long as we feel like you can play, we're going to add a year.
Right.
So you always going to have a 2-year deal.
Correct.
Couldn't the Lakers, when LeBron opted in at 50, before he opted in, if Rob Pelinka really wanted LeBron to retire Laker, he could have said, look, LeBron, we want you to retire Laker. Before you opt in, would you consider signing a 2 or 3 year deal? But let's say $40 million a year. So 3 years, 120, or 2 years, 80. It'll give you an extra year. It'll lock you in. And if you sign a 2 or 3 year deal, we feel pretty confident that you would retire Laker.
Yes.
Rob Pelinka could have put that kind of type of deal on the table if he wanted.
Yeah.
But when you let LeBron opt in, and then you tell us, give LeBron space, LeBron has earned the right to work through this process and come to some decision. So LeBron's a free agent at the end of the season next year.
Yes, he is.
So my question to you is, if you wanted LeBron to retire Laker and you didn't structure that with a contract, if the Lakers get beat in the first round, do you think that LeBron going to re-sign with them if he decides to play? No, because if they get beat in the first round again, what LeBron's trying to win another championship.
Right.
Why would he re-sign with a team that keeps going down the first round?
Right.
You're not a championship team. And you're almost capped out.
Yeah.
So guess what LeBron's going to do? He's going to look for a team that can absorb his salary demands, that can win.
Yeah.
And if he's going to take a pay cut, do you think he's going to take a pay cut to go to a team that get beat in the first round, or a team that at least made it to the finals and missing that one piece to get over the hump?
Right. Also, because of LeBron opting in the way he did, there's been a lot of speculation in the media that LeBron might get traded.
Thank
This
you.
would be his last year. You could have quelled all that
by giving him an extension.
Right.
Like James Harden got with the Clippers.
Right.
So my thing is this about Rob Pelinka. This is just hogwash.
Okay.
This is
what's his angle?
Save his ass, make himself look good. Cause dude, okay. Now I was talking to the Uber driver because my car is in service. I had a meeting this morning downtown. Me and the Uber driver. And we was talking about educated. And I was saying the best way to control people is keep them uneducated. We're educated. Come on, bro.
Right.
If you wanted LeBron to retire, look, you could have gave LeBron a 4-year extension. He don't have to play the whole 4 years, but at least would have locked him down to when that day came, say after 2 more years, guys, this is my last year. He's still under contract. We ain't got to worry about it. Listen to me. I don't think they want LeBron to retire Lakers. I think what they're hoping is LeBron come to them by the trade deadline and ask them to trade him. I think that's what they really want.
Man.
I really believe that. I really believe if LeBron went to them and said, guys, y'all going in a different direction, trade me.
Well, could this be on LeBron? Because he also added that he believes LeBron James has earned the right to choose his own story.
He has. But guess what? If you want me to retire a Laker, I could have chose my story by signing the extension.
Right.
My own story is going to be somewhere else. If I was LeBron, if we don't win the championship, I'm gone. Because you didn't take care of me. You didn't even offer me an extension.
Right.
Okay, look what the Clippers did for James Harden.
Yeah, they made sure James Harden.
Who had a better season, James Harden or LeBron?
I would say LeBron.
Okay, then. This should have been a no-brainer for the Lakers. Look,
I thought it
there is
was.
no rookie
Right.
you're gonna draft, a second or third year player that's gonna play better than what LeBron. LeBron averaged 25 a game last year.
Yeah.
25. His stats ain't changed.
They ain't changed. Right.
25, like 8, 9, something like
right,
that.
Right. Great numbers. Numbers that'll get another player a max deal.
And I would say this: he still makes everybody around him better.
He does.
Yeah, he's not a great defender like he used to be. He don't do this, but he's still better than LeBron James at 41 years old is still better than 88% of the NBA,
Yeah,
or 90%.
He's still what? He was second team.
Thank you.
All NBA.
So, bruh,
Right.
this is why I say this is a bunch of BS for the Lakers and Rob Pelinka. And LeBron is sitting there, and this is what pisses players off. When you make a statement like this and you did nothing to make that happen, you pissing me off. Just shut up. Just don't talk about it. But when you make a statement like this, LeBron's sitting there like this saying, wait a minute. Am I missing something? You want me to retire Laker? Why didn't you offer me an extension?
Right.
You could have offered me an extension with a haircut, 40 million, 35, whatever that amount is.
Right.
But you could at least offer me an extension.
Yeah, he could.
I don't think LeBron would have been upset if you would have said, look, LB, we want you. Hey, man, take this 3 years, 120. That give us some cap flexibility to add some more players. You still getting paid $40 million a year.
And we let you compete for a championship.
And
maybe two.
And we got money to go add players to give you a better chance to win a championship.
Right.
If I wanted him to retire Laker, that's what I would have done.
Right.
I would not have said opt in and then make this statement. You look like a dumbass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It looks disingenuous.
I agree.
Okay.
Let me, because I want to go to Minnesota real quick. Anthony Edwards. It seems like he's adding a new repertoire to his game in his offseason. Last year, he was working on a three-point shot, and he shot more three-pointers than anybody.
Shot it well, though.
Yeah, he shot it well.
There was times I felt like
in the playoff, when the playoffs time came,
he took too many to me.
Also, when they were able to take him out of the game sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So this season, he's been working on his post-up game.
Yeah.
He want to be as efficient as Kobe Bryant, as Michael Jordan when it comes to the post-up game. Will that post-up game allow him where other teams can't take him away in big playoff games?
This is what it's going to do. He's so physically strong and athletic, he can overpower guys that you put on him, on the block. Now you got to trap him.
Okay.
That opens up everything for everybody else, especially on that weak side. Put a shooter on the weak side. Put your best shooter on the weak side, he going to live. It's either going to force them to stop trapping or it's going to force them to play him one-on-one in the block.
Right.
The reason, this is what Anthony has to consider. When you get to the playoffs, you play 82 games. Your legs feel it. Your body's tired. Your mind's tired.
Mm-hmm.
The deeper you go into the season, the harder it is to make threes because you lose your legs.
Right.
So I love the fact that he's adding this to his game.
When you're a 5'2" player, like where Anthony Edwards is aiming to be like Kobe was, like Jordan was, these are guys who can stretch the floor with the jump shot. They can drive to the hole, dunk on you. Now I also get it in the post. As a player who has all those weapons or all those tools in the toolbox, how do you dictate what tool to go to in that wet time?
If your shot falling from the outside and who's guarding you, they got somebody my size, I'm taking them to the post.
Right.
I know I'm bigger and stronger. Even if it's somebody a little bit bigger. Based on how my game is going. If I'm making threes, I may stay out there. If I'm not making threes, I'm going to go to the post. And that's why Anthony Edwards is adding this. This is for when the three ball's not falling. That he's got a different way to torture you by taking you in the mid-post.
Right, right.
So I love it. I love this by Anthony Edwards. Now we got to give. We got any more NBA talk?
No, that was about it. That's all I wanted to ask you. We're gonna get into this Thursday night football game.
Wow.
We got
look who playing.
I mean, Seattle is playing really well this year. Both of these teams are over 500. And we're looking at the NFC West, and it seems to be a very competitive division right now.
I'm just not a Kyler Murray fan.
No, I know that, and I might have some regrets about this, especially after the night. I picked Arizona to win that division. You picked San Francisco. You might be right because San Francisco is much better coached than the Arizona Cardinals.
Not
But
even
with
that.
that being said,
Not even that for me, Nadi. Listen to me carefully. The quarterback of a team is got to be a different entity. Your quarterback got to be mature. He's got to be a grown-up. He's got to be a leader. He's got to take accountability. He's got to set the tone. That's why quarterbacks are the first ones in the building.
right.
They're expected to because they got to watch more film than anybody. So your quarterback is expected to be early and to stay late. What did they have to do with Kyler Murray?
They had to put some incentives in his contract.
To make him do what?
Watch film.
To study.
A certain amount of
There you
hours
go.
every week.
Now explain to me.
Because he liked to play man. He liked to play man a lot on the video
Explain
game.
to me. All right, you see Kyler Murray dressed when he walks into an arena?
Yeah.
Well, he dressed like a hip-hop guy, right? You wouldn't even know if Kyler Murray got out walking through the mall dressed, you would just think he's some kind of hip-hop
Right,
young
regular
dude.
guy.
Does he
Right.
look like a quarterback?
No, he don't
Does
necessarily
he
look like a
act
quarterback.
like a quarterback?
I can't say
Does
he
he
does.
carry himself? When you see Pat Mahomes walking to the camera, suited and booted,
Right.
Jalen Hurts,
Yes.
suited and booted,
Business.
business.
It's on the business
They
trip.
set the tone,
Right.
right?
Right.
I may joke with everybody else in that locker room. Don't joke with the quarterback.
Right.
Quarterback got to be serious. Quarterback got too much on his mind and too much on his plate to be
Right.
joking, to be the life of the party, to be some hip hop dude. He's got to be the adult in the room. He's the coach on the field,
Right.
right? He's got to be the mature guy. I ain't following no hip hop dude that want to be hip hop rapper that look like that.
Right.
I'm following a grown up. If I'm 22 years old, I'm a rookie. Am I following a guy that dress and act like me? Or am I following Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen when he shows up? See how Josh Allen dressed coming to the game now?
Right.
Suited and booted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe Burrows, before he got hurt, suited and booted. Adults. When I see these young quarterbacks still acting like they hip hop, I discount them. You ain't winning nothing. Ain't nobody going through the fire with you. How am I going through the fire with you when I got to pay you extra or put a clause in your contract to study your craft? That's like saying I got to pay you on top of what I pay you to play hard. Why would I do that? What are we winning?
Right.
Nothing. You're not an adult. You're not a grown-up. I follow grown-ups. Look how Tom Brady carried himself.
Yeah.
Go down and look at all the quarterbacks that
All the
win
great
or
ones.
have,
Right.
or have won
Right.
or winning. They don't act like little hip-hop guys. I saw Kyler Murray came in, had a hat on, baggy shirt, baggy jeans. Dude, he looked like he was going into a rap concert.
Right.
It's an NFL game. That's why I don't roll with them guys because they're not winning nothing.
The quarterback position is a very responsible position to play.
The most responsible in all of sports.
Yes.
And I'm gonna turn this over to a dude that he's supposed to manage a 53-man roster, and I want to turn this over to a dude that want to be Mr. Hip Hop.
He has to be the most dedicated player in the locker room.
So again, that strikes Kyler Murray. Dude.
So I take you taking Seattle tonight.
Absolutely. Sam Darnold acts like an adult.
Yeah, Seattle has had their number 2 over the last couple of years.
I don't even look. These two teams are not on my radar.
Right.
They're not my favorite teams.
Right.
But again, if you're talking about winning,
right,
dude. Okay.
I mean, they was up 38-3 on the.
So let me ask you a question.
Saints at halftime last week.
So let me ask you a question. When I got to do all this and put language in a guy contract to make him study to do this and do that, and it becomes public.
Right. Yeah. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Let me ask you this. I usually don't get on the show and talk about what somebody else in the media said, but this one kind of disturbed me, and I just wanted to get your opinion on this. So Ryan Clark went on his show and said that it's important that Lamar Jackson win the Super Bowl for the evolution of the black quarterback.
Why? Doug Williamson won the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts don't won a Super Bowl. He act like Lamar Jackson, the black quarterback, ain't never won a Super Bowl before. Dude,
I didn't understand it.
Look, and I normally like Ryan, but I think Ryan has got caught up into listening to himself talk.
Right.
Lamar Jackson don't have to win a Super Bowl. That's been done.
Right.
It's like saying a black coach got to win the Super Bowl. We don't have black coaches win Super Bowls now. That's old news.
I agree.
We don't have black quarterbacks win the Super Bowl.
Yes, a lot of
going
them.
way back. So what is Ron?
And my thing is, he almost sounded like he was saying, okay, these other black quarterbacks have won, but they're not the same black as Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, what does that mean?
So now
it was one of the most absurd things I've ever heard.
So now we're different in black people now? No, I'm not buying that. Not like Ryan, but he's totally off base with that. We've been there, done that, seen it.
Jalen Hurts just won it.
Thank you.
He runs, he throws, he's tough. He's cool.
I'm going to say this. The reason there's a Jalen Hurts playing quarterback in the NFL, the reason there's a Josh Allen, the reason that all these multitude guys are playing is because of Lamar Jackson. Guys, Lamar Jackson is still the best quarterback. To me, dude, they lost the other day. Did you see some of them passes, ropes he threw?
Oh, yeah, he's an excellent football player.
Lamar Jackson got a rocket, a cannon.
Yes.
And he's accurate.
Yeah.
So this stuff about, when I see Lamar Jackson now, I don't even think black quarterback. I just think the best quarterback in the league. I don't even think about that he's black.
That's what I'm at now.
When I see Jalen Hurts, I don't think about that he's black.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen. I don't even think of Josh Allen as a white quarterback. I think of Josh Allen as the new modern day quarterback that can run, can throw it, that can do everything.
Right.
That's what I think of now, these guys. Let me tell you what stands out to me. When you got a quarterback that can't do what these guys do. When you got a guy that's a statue, that's why Pittsburgh ain't winning. That's what Aaron Rodgers.
I agree. I mean, Aaron Rodgers leads the league in touchdowns right now, but
come on, bro.
They 2-1, but I watch these games and it is ugly.
Come on.
I mean, the Patriots don't turn the ball over 1,000 times.
They Patriots beat.
Right.
With a second-year quarterback.
Right. And you see,
and again, second-year quarterbacks still make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The game has definitely changed.
Come on, bro.
These Joe Flacco and these guys like that.
Come on.
I was begging for Cleveland to put Gabriel in last week.
Do it somebody.
Somebody need to come in the game.
Dude.
But the defense saved himself.
Listen to me carefully. I respect and I like Russell Wilson as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a man of faith, and as a football player. Respect him.
Correct.
I respect him the way he handled getting benched.
Mm-hmm.
But bruh, I can't watch you. You can't throw for 450 yards and then throw a bad interception at the end of the game to lose the game. You can't come off a game like that and play the way you played the other night.
Right.
You can't. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. And so
it's time.
It was time for them to make that change.
Yeah.
It was. Now, would they have liked to have waited a week longer to play the Saints? Because dude, Jackson Dart may get eaten up by San Diego defense.
Right.
The Chargers defense.
Yeah.
He may get eaten a lot. But guess what, Nadi? He got to learn some kind of way.
We got to find out.
Amen. Because this is my thing. Let's say he get his butt destroyed. Now I'm going to find out how you bounce back.
Right.
I'm going to find out if he's scared.
And I
see, now I say this. I used to say this all the time. I didn't mind when my draft picks played terrible in the summer league. Now I'm going to find out who and what you are.
Is there a difference in getting your first start at home versus getting your first start on the road?
Yeah. It's more pressure at home. Think about it. On the road, ain't no expectations. You're not supposed to win.
Right.
Even the starting quarterback ain't supposed to win on the road. Right?
Right.
At home, home crowd. Dude.
Right. And New York.
Home fans could be harder. Dude, sometimes when I was struggling with my game, I couldn't wait to get on the road. Couldn't wait to get on the road. No expectations.
Right.
Supposed to play bad. Right? At home, supposed to play good. Supposed to win. Right?
Right.
That's why I always tell people, first round playoffs, all the pressure on the home team. Because you're supposed to win and get out the first round. right?
Yep.
Expectations. Look, we hearing that music. We're gonna take another break. Pay some bills. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You're listening to In the Game. I'm your host, Sam Mitchell. We'll be right back with more stuff.
All right. In the Game with former NBA coach Sam Mitchell is taking a break. We'll be back in less than 2 laps. This is the In the Game Network. Sports fans of Real Talk and Hoops Insight, stay in the game with NBA legend Sam Mitchell. Now you can show your love for the In the Game podcast with exclusive merch from the In the Game online store. Coffee cups, caps, grab bold t-shirts, cozy hoodies, sleek thermal drinking cups, and more. It's all with that signature Sam Mitchell swagger. Visit InTheGameStore.com today and get in the game with Sam Mitchell, because it's more than a show. It's a lifestyle on the In the Game Network. And we're back on the In the Game Network.
Welcome back to In the Game. I'm your host, Sam Mitchell. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, every Monday at 1 p.m., the raw side of things with Sir Bam Bam. And Nada was telling me Monday we have, what's the guy name from, what's his name?
Bruhman from the 4th floor.
From the 4th floor of Martin Lawrence show.
Right.
Bruhman is going to be joining Sir Bam Bam Monday at 1 o'clock. Please tune in and listen. I got a feeling that show is going to be hilarious. Also, Nada.
It's going to be hilarious. It's about when your friends turn into your enemies.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a...
Now, I can't comment on that because knock on wood, I've never had a friend turn into an enemy.
Me either. I got some of the greatest, best friends in the world.
Some great
so
friends
my whole thought about that before, I don't want to go too deep on it because I might have something to say on a Monday, is that a lot of times people choose they're bad judge of character, so they choose the wrong people to consider their friends.
There you go. Everybody you meet,
right,
are not friend material.
Exactly.
And some people try to befriend everybody they meet.
Right.
That's not the case.
Right.
Now, shoot it or pass it. What you got for me?
Shoot it or pass it. This weekend. Well, we got Georgia. Georgia is favored by 3 to beat the Alabama
Crimson Tide. I'm concerned for Georgia.
Should Georgia be favored by 3?
They should, because they're at home and they hadn't lost a game since COVID. I think Ole Miss or somebody was last team beat them in Athens. Can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia should be. Look, man, I'm not sold on a new coach in Alabama yet, but that quarterback Simpson, he's been looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's decent.
He's been looking pretty good. So I think this is going to be, because Georgia is not the same dominant team that they used to be.
Right.
So I think this is going to be a good game. I think Georgia's going to win because Alabama just don't have that swagger they had under Nick Saban.
No, they don't.
But remember now, Kirby's 1-6 against Alabama, and that was against Nick Saban.
Right.
But it's still Alabama. He's 1-6.
Yeah, but like you said, Nick Saban not there no more.
Nick Saban ain't there,
and that program looks to be like a totally different program.
If they go into Athens and beat Georgia, we can say they're where they should be. If they go in there and get mollywopped by Georgia, get beat by 2 touchdowns or more, I can tell you this. If they get beat like they got beat by Florida State by Georgia, he won't be the coach at the end of the year. Alabama find the money and buy him out. Alabama's not going to sit back and not and it's 12 teams make it to the national championship now, to the playoffs, and we're not going to be one of them 2 years in a row. No.
They're not going to cut. They don't play that in the SEC. You look at the Florida head coach, and I don't know if he's going to survive.
What's that thing? You got 1 foot in, you got 1 foot out, you got 1 foot in, and you shake it all about. He about to be gone, bro. And I see why they're trying to hang with him, because of what he did in the past. He looks like a football coach. He talks like a football coach. Is in his DNA. But Florida may have been too big a job for him.
It's possible.
Sometimes guys are better suited for mid-major programs where there's low expectations. Some guys can't handle the expectations of being out of Florida or Georgia or Alabama. They just can't. Too much for them.
This is another one Edgar put in. This is something I usually wouldn't touch, but I guess Edgar put it in now. We're going to touch it. the president goes to the Ryder Cup. Is he using his time wisely? That's what I would put.
Look, man, I'm gonna say this.
Because Edgar seems to think that he didn't have time to meet with the Democrats over the government shutdown. But I didn't want to get too political. But
I'm gonna say this. It's 24 hours in a day. The fact that he wants to go support the U.S. Ryder Cup team, I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
He likes golf.
Yes, he loves golf.
You know, it's something that, is it taken away from the duties of the president? I don't think so. It's 24 hours in a day. And I think what people need to understand, it ain't like the president sitting in the Oval Office all day with a pen in his hand, reading everything.
I think that's the perception that most people get, that the president, he's just in the office. If that was the case, or he's shaking hands with some other president.
Nobody want to be president.
Right.
No.
Right. But as a man that owns some of the finest golf courses in the world.
Look, and it's in New York,
right,
where he resides.
Right.
So it's at Bethpage Black, and it's a big thing, the Ryder Cup being in New York.
Right.
No, I would be shocked if he didn't go, because he's a big avid golfer. And he's really good friends with Bryson DeChambeau.
Okay.
One of the best players on the team.
Right.
So yeah. And I wouldn't make this political. Look, man, the president he's a golfer, so
let me just ask you about golf. Let me ask you about.
If I was president of the United States, would I probably go to the Ryder Cup one day? Yeah.
Yeah. The Ryder Cup, does the United States have a good chance of winning it this year?
Look, we got the most ranked players among the two teams, but I want to put it to you like this. If we can't win it at Bethpage Black, it's going to be a while before we can win it.
Oh, man.
You know the fans are going to be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be mean. They're going to be nasty. Now, it's going to be some American people act out and show their ass, which I hate that.
I mean, that's
Ryder
Cup
though. Is about, golf is about class,
yes,
respect, and decorum.
Mm-hmm.
It's about representing yourself a certain way.
Etiquette.
Right. This in New York at Bethpage.
Yeah.
It's going to be some people there that misrepresent the United States poorly. When they do, we as citizens should call those people out and get them out of that arena. The world is going to be watching.
Yes.
Let us not go out there and embarrass. We've already done enough damage around the world to who we are. And people, I want y'all to understand something. We're the greatest country on this planet. I get it. But we ain't going to be the greatest country on this planet by ourselves. If we don't have trading partners, we don't have people going to work with us. We don't have people going to stand with us. If we're going to have people that's pushing us, giving us the Heisman, that they're going out making deals with other countries. You just saw where we got to go pay our farmers billions of dollars because the markets have shrunk for their products with the tariffs.
Right.
Countries are saying, we don't want your soybeans. We don't want your this. We don't want your corn. These farmers have planted these crops. They was expecting to sell these crops around the world. Guess what we're going to do? We got to buy the excess product and destroy it.
So does this...
Because this was stupid about it, Nadi. If we bought the excess product and gave it to the underprivileged or the poor, no problem.
Right.
We're going to buy this food and we're going to destroy it.
Right.
To keep the prices at a certain level.
Yeah, that
we're not going to feed our... Now, hold up.
That don't make
we're
sense.
going to take our money, our tax dollars, buy our goods that the farmers can't sell. And then we're not going to use it to feed our people.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
We're going to destroy it and let people go hungry.
Right.
That's the problem I got.
Well, it sounds like you're saying that this Ryder Cup is important because the world is watching. And if the world is watching, then they're going to get in our business anyway.
Now, it's important that we conduct ourselves with
a certain
class
way.
And with a certain etiquette around the world.
Right, I got you.
We're the United States and we don't need nobody in the world. Okay. Last time there was a war, when 9/11 happened, what did the world do? They rallied around us.
Right.
Okay. Let another 9/11 happen and we keep going down the road and people say, I can't roll with you.
Right.
See how lonely it is out there then.
Right.
I'm just saying. But I don't have a problem with the president of the United States, who's a golfer, who's an avid golfer, going to the Ryder Cup? No, I don't.
All right, this is another one that Edgar got in there. The Timberwolves announced the return of the classic Kevin Garnett era black jerseys. He wants to know, what about the number 42 worn by the great Sam Mitchell? Will it happen? Will somebody put on the number 42
No, it ain't
in the
happening.
Timberwolves
You know what's
jersey?
funny about that? It's you know, I know why they're doing this. They're trying to entice KG to come back into the fold so they can retire his number. Let me give the Timberwolves some advice. If you want Kevin Garnett to participate, if you want him to be in the fold, bring him into the organization and give him a chance to buy a percentage. Kevin Garnett came back to the Timberwolves because he was led to believe that he would have an opportunity to put together a group to buy the Timberwolves. That's when he left Minnesota, he vowed never to come back.
Right. Well, you got
He
new ownership
came
now.
back, okay, but other than doing stuff like this, okay, this is what they need to understand. KG has a statue in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Do you think he's worried about having one outside the Target Center?
Probably not.
There you go. See, they think, KG, because I've gotten the phone calls to call him. Well,
Right.
tell him we ready to put the statue. And I said, guys, you do realize he got a statue in the Hall of Fame. Duh.
Right.
Okay, would you rather for your statue to be outside your home team arena or in the Hall of Fame?
The Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Right.
Now, it'll be nice
Yeah, it'd be nice.
for a statue in Minneapolis outside the Target Center or the arena, but it ain't the be all end all. It ain't gonna change his day.
No, it's not gonna change his day.
If you really want Kevin Garnett back into the fold,
Right.
pick up the phone, call him, and put an offer on the table to make him part of the ownership group. Then you got it. Let me tell you something about that dude. He know basketball.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He
his
knows
basketball.
players.
Right.
And he knows, and if Kevin walks in that room as part of that ownership group, everybody on that team understands. Look, man, I'm gonna say this.
That's why they want him back.
I
In
didn't
some
practice.
capacity.
I didn't see Michael Jordan practice. No people played on team. Unbelievable. Went hard every day. I watched Kevin Garnett for 8 years practice. Bruh, let me tell you something. Hard. Every practice, every play. You would have thought we were playing in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're fighting them. If we beat them in practice in a scrimmage, and we're talking trash like we did when we would beat them, he wouldn't speak to us. Let me tell you a story. We have a scrimmage. KG, Wale, the starters. Me, second team. We drill them. But while we're drilling them, we're like, hey, Flip, look at the money they make over there. 26 million, 50. We calling out their salaries. And they getting beat by us, and then we start calling out our salary. What we do that for? Oh my. So we drill him. Go home. He leaves practice. Don't get no extra shots up. Soon practice over, he go home. We go in the locker room. He didn't even shower. He left his clothes in the locker, grabbed his keys, and went home in his uniform, practice gear. Come to practice next day. KG normally early. KG come to practice dressed. He come into practice, go right to the training room and get taped. Remember, he got his practice gear, he took it home.
Right.
Every practice, Flip would start us off by bringing us in, telling us what we're going to do. All right, guys, we're going to work on this. We're going to work on this. We're going to do this. He give us the practice plan.
Right.
Flip starts reading. Well, KG grabs it, throws it. Nah, Flip. We're going to shut them you know what up today. We're going to stretch, and then we scrimmaging. We're going to stop this. Flip said, okay. We stretch. KG down there on the other end with them, starters. Lightning to them, cursing them out. I see one mofo that ain't going hard, that not playing the right way. You're going to have to deal with me. Man, we started Man, they drilled us. I mean, he talking so much trash. Talk now. Talk now. Huh? Where y'all mouth at now? And then when they beat us, he takes the basketball, slams it down, and walks off the floor. Go to the locker room. So he waiting for us. Now he's happy.
Right.
Dude wouldn't speak. Any of us. I'm his boy. Wouldn't say hello, goodbye, kiss his ass, nothing. Hot. That's how he was when we lost games.
Right.
Dude.
And you need
KG wanted to fight somebody
right.
when we lost.
As an organization, you need that to be around. I mean, I think that's good for free agency. It's good for prestige. It's good for everything. So I can see why Minnesota wants KG back in the fold.
Next time you talk to a coach, ask a coach, has he ever done this? Biggest compliment I've ever received as a player or as a player on a team. Flip Saunders come in at the end of the season. We lose in the playoffs. He said, guys, I'm disappointed. Yeah, we all are. We didn't advance. He said, but I'm going to tell y'all something. In the history of me coaching, I've never had a team show up every day for practice, ready to go. I didn't have to tell y'all to play hard. I didn't have to manage attitudes. I didn't have to beg y'all, come on, guys. He said, we as coaches used to sit up there every day. Like, guys, are we living in a dream? These guys every day bring it. Every day locked in. Now, I ain't say we played great every day, but the effort and the focus was there every day.
Right.
Flip side, I ain't never had a team do this. I want to thank you guys. Man, brought tears to my eyes. Because for a coach to say that, probably in the history of coaching, how many coaches have ever stood up for their team at the end of the season and say, man, not one day did I have to worry about tomorrow? Because y'all brought it. He said, y'all allowed me to come to practice, and all I had to do was coach. I didn't have to worry about attitude. I didn't have to motivate. I didn't have to say, come on, guys. No, all I had to do was say, this is what we're doing today, and y'all did it to the best of your ability.
Right.
That was the biggest compliment. Now, that won't end with something. This is something a little different. As I'm transitioning in more into the media, into my business, my relationship with God has grown. God opened doors for people when they're ready. How do you know when you're ready? When you hear God or see God. Let me give you an example. God brings things and opportunities to people every day. But if you don't know God, you're not going to know the blessing he's got there for you. God put something in front of me yesterday that the old me would have never saw. The old me would have been looking at something totally different. But because of my relationship with God now, and because I know him, and more importantly, when he speaks to me, I know how to listen. He's presenting opportunities for me that I've never imagined in this business world. Man, I'm starting to have access to things, make connections with people and businesses that I never dreamed of. And it's all because I've set my butt down and I've started listening. My word for you today is, until you have a relationship with God, you're going to miss your blessings because he sends them to everybody. That's right, everybody. But because you don't know him, you don't see that blessing. A lot of things come across your plate. You may think the devil's sending those things across your plate. And he is, because you know him. When God sends some across your plate, you're only going to recognize it if you have a relationship with him, or you're going to miss your blessings. Don't miss your blessings because you don't have a relationship with the man upstairs, with God. Look, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, every Monday, 1 p.m., the raw side of things for Sir Bam Bam. You've been listening to In the Game. I'm your host, Sam Mitchell. Remember, don't hate the game. Just learn how to play it better. Later.